Is it not? Okay, I hate when I have such a delay on my pickup for my stream. Boop 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 boop. There we go. Alright, that's it. I was gonna like sit in the dark today, camera, but actually not. Me eating yogurt on stream is like I think my first stream ever. I was eating first month of streaming. I think. So, welcome. Today we are gonna clean up some missions. I'm gonna show you my problem. My problem is my Paragon is only up to there. I needed to get up to that fourth box being filled in before I can complete Randa side mission. Otherwise, I believe I won't be able to keep them. So, we're going to do a bunch of other side missions, sub missions, whatever, and we're going to hopefully get enough other stuff done that we can get Paragon. This is a mostly Paragon run. Has been right from the beginning. I'm not going to switch that up. I think if I go another way and I want to do a Renegade run, the red eye glowing. I mean, I don't. Renegade doesn't mean. Like, here's the problem. So this whole system comes from their original. Well, I don't. The game I thought where it really came from, that I saw it come from. Maybe there's a deeper one. Was Knights of the Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic had Dark side, light side. That kind of evil, good choices. Paragon versus Renegade is not necessarily good versus evil. But, I mean, so be it. We're good.
I've found references to a forger named Fade in CSEC crime reports, Shepard. Perhaps that is a good place to start looking.
Okay. I'm gonna go try and help Garrus. This is our best bud.
The Systems Alliance Parliamentary Subcommittee for Transhuman Study.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you board the shuttle with that.
But this is a
Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Yes?
Or Fade.
I'm trying to find a local forger. He goes by the name of Fade.
Yeah, I know him. The alias, anyway. He's been a thorn in the network division's side for the last year. He works with the Blue Suns.
Where can we find him?
If I knew that, he'd be in a cell. Best I can do is put you on the trail. There's a warehouse in the marketplace.
Okay.
Some of Fade's contacts work out of there.
I'll go there.
Go ask them some questions. Gently, of course.
Yes, of course. Can't find him though?
Why haven't you been able to catch him?
Whoever he is, he's damn good at avoiding CSEC. I think someone on the inside's feeding him information. Either that, or he's got access to our databases and comm channels. I don't know which is worse. But you're outside CSEC. Maybe you can nail his ass.
Okay, let's go
I
get
should
him.
be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
So, where's the warehouse? And I also have to see if there's stuff I haven't bought yet.
Fine, fine. I just need to pick up some spices. Aminodextrous and aminosinister if you have it.
You don't mix your spice.
I'm just looking for stuff I haven't been able to buy yet. I can buy my fish back. Ooh, more fish. Why would they sell sovereigns?
Welcome. This is the Zakera Ward Transportation Hub. Public shuttles and shopping are available through the CSEC security cordon.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a
I didn't
pleasant
actually mean
day.
to activate that, but you know. I've also managed to let Kelly take care of my fish, so I don't no longer have to like be terrified of them dying. Although I do need to go back and check them out. I don't even think I've checked out since I bought them. Ship salesman. Anything here?
The Tyrian government is considering further reparations to humans whose ancestors died in the Relay 314 incident.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
We can get one. Chia, I'll go with. Have expensive shit, dude.
I'm Commander Shepard.
He's my baby. He's all I have left of Jacob.
I know.
I just want to protect him.
I know.
I'm not being irrational, Michael.
I know.
Oh, these people again. I helped them in Mass Effect 1. How they survived. I don't think I've ever seen that. It's just so random. Awesome.
This looks like the place. The Forger's thug should be inside.
Tipari, now available with... Look, it took me a long time to get this refund. It's a Cision Omnigel converter. He said there'd be...
Okay, so Fade has Krogan back up.
Fade? You're not quite how I imagined you.
Looks
can be deceiving. So, which one of you wants to disappear?
That's not the point.
I'd rather see you make someone reappear.
That's not the service we provide.
Make an exception. Just this once.
Damn it. Quick! Shoot them! Shoot them, you lovely hell!
Too slow.
Why do I even bother?
Let's talk, dude.
We're looking for someone. A client of yours.
Not mine. I'm not Fade. I just work for him. Sort of.
I knew it.
Well, then maybe you'd like to tell us where to find him.
Yes, of course. He's in the factory district. Works out of the old prefab foundry.
I know the place.
Okay.
Oh, he's got a lot of mercs there. Blue Suns. Harkin thinks they're protecting him.
Harkin.
Who the hell is Harkin?
Oh, yeah, see, I
CSEC, we work together, sort
skipped this Harkin part last
He
time
got
because I
fired
just kind
from
of...
CSEC a while ago.
I did
But he
other
still
things
knows the
first and just
systems.
kind of
Interesting.
skipped over
But it
Harkin.
changes nothing. We still need to find him before we can get to Sedonis.
Keep going.
Well, let's go pay Harkin a visit.
We'll need to go to the transit station. I can get us to him from there.
Which is actually, like, I
So,
didn't mean
uh,
to do it, but it actually was an
I can
interesting
go?
thing because I've never done it before this way.
Sure,
Where
but
you-
if we don't find Harkin, we'll be back for you.
Oh, good.
I think normally you went around and you're on the Citadel and you go and you just explore and then you go to Korra's den and you meet Harkin and he kind of... I think he hooks you up with... He tells you about Garrus. I can't... And then eventually, yeah, you have to, like... kind of work with Harkin.
I
but,
just
like,
talked to him on the Wards Market. He sent me here. Come on, why do I need a service order?
The Wards Market? Why would you come to a Zakara Ward warehouse?
He said they're out of
That
stock,
kind of
and I
thing.
should go here.
But this time I didn't do that. I just kind of went through the story as I know the story is. Never encountered Harkin until after... What do I want? You know what? We'll go with the Brute Squad. A little loud. A little screechy. Maybe not to you guys, but it is to me.
There he is.
Shepard?
How does he even know me?
Don't just stand there. Stop them! Stop them!
Okay, so...
Run all you want, Harkin. We'll find you.
Over here!
This? There we go. That down. Oh, it's this. Yeah, this level. I like this level. I kind of forget these things. There's lots of stuff. And there are some fun levels. I don't always recall which one is.
There we go.
There's a lot of mags. It's a warehouse. It really is.
Look out!
Requesting assistance. Rerouting power.
funny thing is, I think Loki mechs are like huge in this game. Then like hardly ever get used, like or like don't occur in like 3. There they are.
This should slow him down.
Fire doesn't really do much to them, but I
Some shot ready.
the wall safe back there. There is. Nice. Got it. Money.
Harkin's in here somewhere. I can smell him.
I don't know what this does. See what it does. Money. Money. We're gonna get a long road here.
Firing a high impact.
I like how he said firing a high impact shot, and then he did it like. Scatter those.
Light him up.
Somebody please kill that thing.
Right on your ass.
Had a flank on me. Good flank. I thought there's like sometimes there's stuff in these. Crap, crap, crap.
Incoming!
One less to worry about.
Bird. Or circuit board bypasses. Are we being attacked?
One more.
I'm going in.
From the door.
Light that guy up. I'm gonna pull the shield. No. That one. Oh, we're being attacked again. Cover me, at least, team. Are we being attacked again? No, we're not. So this would be all super useful in a higher level play loop. I'm playing normal. There is some useful. I have had quad wipes. Oh crap. They're just in certain places that I remember. Power cell. A really good damn. It would be less likely to happen if I was playing soldier, but I think I'm actually going to be stronger at this point because I now have the rifle, but I also have a couple good biotic abilities. That's what I thought was gonna happen. I thought it would. Why is this guy not going down? Like, I hit him like a bunch of times and it didn't have like true effect on him.
Heavy mech overhead. Watch out.
Too late. Now you're dead.
Ah. No, he's up. Coming.
I am Krogan.
We're gonna hit mechs. It's gonna be, I think there's a double mech fight, or like one than the other. It's something like that. There's like, it's your like hardest like mech fight coming. Maybe in the game. I can't remember, but I do remember that on this. Up.
What the hell is Harkin up to?
So, power cells, money. I didn't look. I'm just being a rebel here. Searched ID. Find somebody who might that. I sometimes don't find that person. I don't.
You worked with Harkin at CSEC?
Yeah, he was a pain in the ass back then too. But I'm in no mood for his games. If he doesn't cooperate, I'll beat him within an inch of his life.
We seem to be getting tense.
You okay
here.
there?
Harkin may know why Sidonis wanted to disappear. If so, he knows why we're here, and I don't want him tipping Sidonis off.
Okay.
Did you see that?
I saw something.
He's getting ready for us.
What about
What are you
and
going to
Harkin?
do to Harkin if he won't cooperate?
He's a real criminal now, working for the Blue Suns. I should just shoot him on sight. But I need him alive, so I won't do any permanent damage.
Okay.
Just enough to loosen his tongue.
Don't go too far.
You don't need him hurt to get what you want.
Don't worry, Harkin's a coward. He'll talk long before I can really hurt him.
Okay. But anything about
What do you think Harkin's got waiting for us in there?
Not sure. It looks like an industrial complex, heavy machinery. Could be anything. Something's in there. Probably more Blue Suns. Harkin's kind of trapped himself in a corner. He must have something in store for us.
What are you going to do to Harkin if he won't cooperate?
He's a real criminal now, working for the Blue Suns. I should just shoot him on sight.
Okay,
but I need him alive, so I won't do any permanent damage.
Did I miss the
Just enough
Sidonis?
to loosen his tongue.
Sidonis, sir.
You still planning to kill Sidonis when we find him?
That's what I want to
That's
say.
the plan. It'll be quick and painless, unlike everyone he betrayed. He'll be spared the agony of a slow death. It's more than he deserves, but as long as he's dead, I'll be satisfied.
Satisfied?
Do you really think killing Sidonis will make things right?
I know you don't like it, Shepard, but I have to do this.
Is there no other way?
Maybe, but this is personal. I'll
Okay.
pull the trigger and I'll live with the consequences. All I'm asking is that you help me find him.
Well, there's one way to find out.
Right behind you.
I'm not gonna let Sidonis go. I do not betray Garrus. I don't think I've ever betrayed Garrus. Not but like in this mission. I just let him like get his Garrus says he needs to kill this guy, so I don't even know what I do. And I'm going to do it this way. Well, sometimes I may go for a not like against the grain what I normally do run. This is not.
This should come in handy.
I'm back to streaming.
Shepard, I
I
have
want to
patched into
do
the warehouse scanners. The crates
my
and the
normal
transport
shit.
carriers overhead are rigged to explode when dropped.
Good to know.
Enemies!
the lot.
Too late! Now you're dead!
Arena of people.
Requesting assistance. Collision proximity warning.
Oh, right into that.
Feel the blood rage!
And again, and again. Let's knock that guy's skill. I need to take the missile guy out.
Get to cover.
Done.
Too late! Now you're dead!
I said.
System failure. Backup systems engaged. Impact commenced.
You're never getting in here, Garrus.
Nice, nice. Here we go. We do a bit of a push. I think
Harkin's going to regret this.
we have a big mech battle now.
Ah. Oh, crap.
2 heavy mech, incoming.
Do you really think you can take me down, Garrus?
Who's down? I'm gonna get one of them down. Nice. Whew. I like the heavies. Although the missile launcher's pretty strong too, the one that shoots like a whole ton.
You'll never make it.
Collision proximity impact event. Excuse me.
Is that it? Oh yeah, we got it. Boom. Got it, yeah. Hello, Harka. Alright, so Paragon.
You were close, but not close enough.
So, Fade. Couldn't make yourself disappear, huh?
Come on, Garrus. We can work this out. What do you need?
World friend.
I'm looking for someone.
Well, I guess we both have something the other one wants.
Wrong answer.
We're not here to ask favors, Harkin.
You don't say.
You helped a friend of mine disappear. I need to find him.
I might need a little more information than that.
His name was Sidonis. Turian came from the...
I know who he is, and I'm not telling you squat.
No reason.
Harkin, this doesn't have to be hard.
Screw you. I don't give out client information. It's bad for business.
You know what else is bad for business? A broken neck.
All right. Get off me.
Terminus really changed you, huh, Garrus?
No, but Sidonis opened my eyes. Now arrange a meeting.
I'm going.
I'm trying to be Paragon as possible. I also want Zaid
Yeah,
to
it's me.
be loyal.
There's a chance your identity may be compromised. That's why I'm calling. I'm sending an agent. Where do you want to meet? All right, he'll be there. Don't worry, I got it covered.
Knock him out. Don't need...
It's all good. He wants to meet you in front of Orbital Lounge, middle of the day. So, if our business is done, I'll be going.
I don't think so. You're a criminal now, Harkin.
So, what? You're just gonna kill me? That's not your style, Garrus.
Kill you? No. But I don't mind slowing you down a little.
You don't need to shoot him. He won't be able to hide from C-Sec now.
I guess it's your lucky day.
Yeah, I hope we could do this again real soon.
I didn't shoot him.
Come on, let's move.
Okay, go.
Sidonis better
Go.
be there.
I normally let him shoot
Or I'm
him.
coming back to finish the job.
We are gonna shoot Sidonis, even though it is an A game.
Harkin's a bloody menace. We shouldn't have just let him go. He deserved to be punished.
Okay.
Getting a little worried about you, Garrus. You were pretty hard on Harkin.
You don't think he deserved it?
He's just not like you.
What do you want from me, Shepard? What would you do if someone betrayed you?
I'm not sure, but I wouldn't let it change me.
I would have said the same thing before it happened to me.
It's not too late. You don't have to go through with this.
Who's going to bring Sidonis to justice if I don't?
Oh.
Nobody else knows what he's done. Nobody else cares. I don't see any other options.
Let me talk to him.
Talk all you want, but it won't change my mind. I don't care what his reasons were. He screwed us. He deserves to die.
I understand what you're going through, but do you really want to kill him?
I appreciate your concern, but I'm not you.
This isn't you either.
Really? I've always hated injustice. The thought that Sidonis could get away with this? Why should he go on living while 10 good men lie in unmarked graves? I'm sorry, Shepard. Words aren't going to solve this problem. I need to set up.
I let him shoot.
I can get a clear shot from over there.
I think I let him shoot. How would this work?
What do you need me to do?
Keep him talking and don't get in my way. I'll let you know when he's in my sights. Give me a signal so I know you're ready, and I'll take the shot. You better go. He'll be here soon.
Okay. I don't know if this helps. I mean, I just don't know if I can still have his loyalty.
Shepard,
and I think
hear me.
Garrus' loyalty is
loud and clear.
Oh yeah, I mean Garrus needs. I don't know if Garrus can.
There he is. Wave him over and
Definitely
keep him
has to.
talking.
He must be able to die.
Let's get this over with.
You're in my shot. Move to the side.
This won't take long at all.
You one of Harkin's men? I don't remember seeing you before.
That's it. Just keep him talking a few more seconds.
I was told Harkin was one of the best. This better not happen again.
Oh, it won't. Don't worry.
What? Shit.
They don't. That wasn't a.
Betrayal repaid, Sidonis.
Like that was just a choice. That was not a renegade or a Paragon choice. Let him do it, or not let him.
That was easy enough.
Clean and simple. Good work.
Thanks for helping me, Shepard. Let's get moving. I need to get away from this place.
Right with you.
How much did I gain from? I'm gonna go see my fish too. Beep. Went up. Oh, that actually went up soon. I'm not really. Well, I might. We're gonna go into it. I just want to go into the Normandy. See if anybody's talking to. I need to check my. I still have stuff to do on Ill. I still have. Yeah, I still need to check back in with Liara now that I've start the eventually. Although I think that's a very.
Commander, you've received a new message. That Kasumi is an interesting addition to the crew. I can see why she's good at her work. She never reveals anything meaningful about herself. It's all on the surface. It'll be a challenge getting to know who she really is. Anyway, what's up?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Thane would like to see
Okay.
you down in life support on the crew deck. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
How could this happen? Rebel lay in the ocean. Oh yes, literally. Certainly. Orbit. Works. I promised. I found anything. See the scans that you took. Bioengineered. The material of the sick. Sovereign. Millions of years ago. By the same people who sovereign. May not understand how important this is, but yes, this literal wasn't made by the Protheans. I already knew that. May have been made by something far older. The Keepers as organic guardians. And what's more, based on my genetic readings, supposed to react to some signal or something every 1,000 years. As your genetic variants, a bit like comparing drought year. Whoever did this, well, around the last time the season would be around the time the Protheans scheduled to go off some now. Any of the old tech still works. Has some nasty surprises with it. Thought you'd want to know. Nobody here on the Citadel will. Perfect. We helped Jorban last. So we need to talk to Thane. So we're gonna do the three level check, captain's quarter. Oh, 4 level check. Ah, it's a fish. This might be a rare run where I'm just literally going to do oil, like not cheat on my girl. Mass Effect. I've done different girl every game. I've done female. Who did I dated Garrus. Garrus is the. Don't need to get more. Good?
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, good timing, in fact. Excellent. Made breakthrough. Can share results while next samples grow. Hate waiting for culture analysis. Never fast enough. Usually no result in advance. Just checking work. Have to be careful. Getting off track. Discovery. Based on Prothean collector connection, can examine technology, chart Reaper species modification, fall of Protheans.
Okay, I'm interested.
Tell me what happened.
Early stages similar to indoctrination. Can guess captured Protheans lost intelligence over several cloned generations. Cybernetic augmentation widespread afterward. As Protheans failed, Reapers added tech to compensate. Mental capacity almost gone, replaced by overworked sensory input transfers. Transmitting data to masters.
The collectors are Protheans, but at this point they're just highly cloned.
Is there anything we can do to help them?
No. No glands replaced by tech. No digestive system replaced by tech.
And
no soul replaced by tech. Whatever they were,
completely
gone forever. Understand now? No art, no culture. Closer to husks than slaves. Tools for Reapers. Protheans dead. Collectors just final insult. Must be destroyed.
What is it about the Collector's modification that bothers you so much?
disrupts socio-technological balance. All scientific advancement due to intelligence overcoming, compensating for limitations.
No,
Can't
I'm a
carry a
Canadian
boat, so
living in
invent
America.
Can't catch food, so invent spear.
But yes.
Limitations. No limitations, no advancement. No advancement, culture stagnates. Works other way, too. Advancement before
Yes,
culture
and
is ready.
that is true, too.
Disastrous.
Where's my tags?
Saw it
Yes,
with
living
Krogan.
in the U.S., yes. I'm Canadian
Uplifted
living
by
in
Solarians. Disastrous. Our fault.
Our fault.
You blame the Solarians for
But
what
hey,
Krogan
thank
did?
you. And yes, I also
Like
agree.
giving nuclear
Mass Effect
weapons
is
to cavemen.
the best
Krogan
trilogy,
unprepared
and
for spaceflight, technological
possibly
advance.
Mass Effect 2
Krogan could have
is
evolved
perhaps
alone,
no,
worked out
I've played
aggression,
through
been
many
ready to
times.
use new tech
Mass
responsibly.
Effect is perhaps the
Instead,
greatest. Mass
Solarians
Effect
came,
2 is
disrupted
perhaps the
Krogan
greatest
culture,
game.
used
Probably
Krogan
my
as
favorite
blunt
game.
instrument against Rachnar.
I'll wait till Morden's
Short-sighted.
Gabber, and then
Foolish.
I can give you my quick assessment of the series. Okay. Yes, and I agree. Yes. Okay. Mass Effect 1, best story. It is tight. It's there's some twists to it, but it's very understandable. It's very straightforward. It is a great story. But some of the fighting was really janky. The Mako stuff was really, like, the Mako was really garbage, and was mandatory, but otherwise really good. I thought the one there was 2 DLCs only. You can only play one now. The one DLC was okay. Yes. Yes. And there's lots of side quests. Yes, I mean, like, there's a lot going on. Exploring the planets, it's kind of boring. Like, and then all of a sudden you run into a Thresher Maw, and it just, like, and you have to fight it in the Mako. It is. Have they fixed it in the Legendary Edition? To a point. But I mean, not too much. But I think if they would have fixed it too much, it would have ruined Mass Effect 1 for one of Mass Effect 2, yes. And Mass Effect 1 definitely has the best Citadel. It is beautiful. Especially in the Legendary Edition, which it is. Mass Effect 2, story's still very good. Shooting, fighting, some stuff has gotten dumbed down, like the armors and stuff, but probably rightfully so. Story's a little bit more stretched out because there's way more character, especially the crew. Maybe a little too much. Because, like, there's crew members. I like all the crew members in Mass Effect 2, but you hardly ever use most of them because you get the few that you like and you like. Weaponry's better. The fighting's better. The story's just not. I don't think it's as tight as 1. It's still very good, but whatever. Mass Effect 3. I don't hate the story. I don't hate the ending as much as people hate the ending. People are like, your decisions from 1 and 2 don't matter. They do. They just don't matter in necessarily the absolute ending. Yes, and Mass Effect 2, the Citadel's barely that is true. Because part of it's because you're in Cerberus and you probably should have access to a lot of the. But Mass Effect 3, the Citadel, and so Mass Effect 3. Story is very good. Has some of the better DLCs. The best DLC is coming up. I think the best DLC in the game for me is the what's his name? The Liara one in this one. What's it? The Information Broker. Shadow Broker. Shadow Broker DLC. Probably one of the best DLCs ever made in any game. It's up there with, and I'm a big Fallout fan. It's up there with Fallout New Vegas. Big empty. But in a different way. But Mass Effect 3 has very good DLCs. I like all of them. Mass Effect 2, I'm going to skip DLCs because I hate Overlord because it's a lot of driving around in what I call the glass cannon, where you get one hit by because like so the what is it, the Hammerhead? Hammerhead in Mass Effect 2, which is just DLC, is better than, in some ways better than the one in Mass Effect 2, but in a lot of ways it's worse. It's floaty. Yes, but Mass Effect 3, the shooting, the guns, way better. And then we talk about Andromeda, which I do not call Mass Effect 4. I call Andromeda because it's kind of a side story. It's not part of the things. Now that they're making another Mass Effect, that could be Mass Effect 4 because it seems more connected. And Oh, okay. Yes, no, I played the original, like, and when they had to buy the DLCs and stuff. And yeah, it is, but yes. And yes, the Citadel DLC is very good. I don't think it's as good as Shadow Broker, but I think it's good in other ways. It's good in different ways because it is very much fan service, but fan service in the best possible way. It gets Rex back into the fight. It gets you all these kind of fun things. It's fun. There are some annoying parts to it, but I mean, Mass Effect 3 has annoying parts. Like Kai Lang in general is annoying. You can beat his ass, and oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess if you do the Shadow Broker late, which I mean, you don't want to do, you can't do it too early. But if you do it too late, it becomes pointless. I agree with that. And then so Mass Effect 3, that I liked all the DLCs. Obviously, the Citadel's the best DLC. There was somebody, and I say this is on YouTube. I can't remember who it was, but they literally went through the 3 games, killing off as many members as possible to have, and I think they called their video the saddest party on the Citadel or something like that. And I did like the Leviathan. There's not a lot to it. It can be glitchy, but I like Leviathan, not necessarily for the DLC, but for you get so much background information on the Reapers in that thing that since I like the game and I like to find out stuff, it is.
If you feel that way, why did you work on the genophage modification?
Then I'll tell you.
Talked before. My best option. That or kill them all.
My Andromeda quick
contact would have argued against it. Wasn't there then?
Yes.
Do what I can.
Almost too much. Okay, so then Andromeda comes along, and I was a first day. I think I pre-ordered Andromeda because I love Mass Effect. Andromeda was disappointing. The battle in Andromeda, the shooting, the driving, the best in the series. But story was awful. The game was eventually abandoned, which meant like there was DLC they promised that would have added and given us information. It was probably supposed to be a trilogy, and they left all these like hints out there in the first game that you just never know anything about. The base building was cool if you do it once, but why are you going to do it like as many times as they want you to do it? It just becomes boring. Some of the fights were, yeah. Some of the fights were like stupid. The enemies weren't great. I mean, it was just all over the place. And part of the thing, and I actually saw there's other YouTube videos on this thing. Part of the problem with Andromeda is everybody like, well, they took all this time to do it. Andromeda was literally developed in 14 months. So like they had like years, but they literally developed it, and then they switched engines and developed it again, and then I think like whatever. So basically they went 14 months all in. It's hard to build a game as big as Andromeda in 14 months, and you can see it in that some of it's really good. Some of the planets are really well developed. Some of the characters and stories are really developed, and then it's like there's tacked on crap, and like really. That is amazing because Mass Effect, one of my favorite games I've been playing since it was on the original Nintendo or whatever. We're not Nintendo, Xbox. What did it come on? 360? Whatever. Since then I've had it. Yeah, so it would have been 360. 2005, 2006. Whenever that came out, it would have been around then. Maybe 2007. I don't know. I have Veilguard. I started Veilguard. I haven't got into Veilguard. Well, Mass Effect is my favorite series. I really do like the Dragon Age games. Origin, I love. Origins is an amazing game. Dragon Age 2, I like. People hate Dragon Age 2, and I understand why. But I like Dragon Age 2 for what it is. I like the story. It is what it is. I also didn't like Dragon Age 3. Oh, what Inquisition or whatever. I thought Inquisition was too drawn out. I kind of like Dragon Age 2 because it's a little bit more to the point. Dragon Age 3, it's like now we need every game does not need to be open world. I like open world games, but you don't need to make everything an open world game.
Thanks for sharing what you've learned, Morton.
Proud to be here, Shepard. Thank you for including me.
Oh, okay, yes. So, have you played Origins? Origins is very good, but plays very different from, what is the worst thing? Okay, I would love to hear what do you think is the worst thing about Mass Effect. And Andromeda is an answer. But I don't think it is, because you can, the good thing about Andromeda is you can just avoid it.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
If you want, Commander. Cerberus has ranks, but it's not the Alliance. No rules about fraternization.
Okay.
Your boat, your call. You want to get friendly with everyone? That's your business.
Okay, I can tell you something that could fill the void.
I'm just interested in what makes you tick.
But
anyone else
it's
said that,
because
I'd walk
it's
away.
predecessor.
Most Cerberus people try to
have
play
you played the Knights of the Old Republic game? They're a little
but you?
junky
Like
at this time.
I'll give you a shot. What do you want to know?
They are very fun. They're not as, they're in some ways they're better, but
you want to talk about what happened with your father?
But KOTOR and
really
KOTOR 2, which isn't BioWare, it's Obsidian, both very good games. If you have and I'm going to tell you about, okay. If you ever see anybody playing KOTOR on Twitch, and it happens, and sometimes they play it with mods and whatever, they'll play it on, if they play it on PC, it's hard to play because it's old, you need lots of mods, it crashes a lot. But if you have an Xbox, okay. So you may not even have KOTOR at all. So, that's the thing. Here's the thing about Mass Effect. If you're a PlayStation person, which is fine, I'm an Xbox person. I hate these people who are like, play Xbox, play. Okay, no, this is better. Play what you want to play. I think as many games. So when the original Mass Effect came out, it did not come out on PlayStation because I believe when it came out, it was published by Microsoft. And so the first Mass Effect to come out on PlayStation was Mass Effect 2 that came out, I think, later than it did on PC or whatever. And so the choices you make in Mass Effect 1, you couldn't play Mass Effect 1. So they came out with this, if you've played the Legendary Edition, you get the option of looking at the Legendary or the Genesis, it's like a virtual comic book. That virtual comic book, although you can get it. It's now on you can get it on the Xbox. You can get it on it's available on the system. It was originally brought out for people who were playing on the PlayStation 2, whichever one came out on it. I look at timelines, whatever. It was brought out so people on PlayStation could have some choice, because literally, if you just go into Mass Effect 2 without Genesis or having played Mass Effect 1, you just get default choices. Rex is dead. They pick who you had as a girlfriend. The few choices. You still can't do all the choices, but yes, you have to. The major choices. That's what Genesis is. That's the whole reason.
You seem okay with taking a risk on me. Why?
Just a little
Soldiers
background
like us
on
know
Mass
how
Effect.
important
I've been
trust
playing
is
Mass
to
Effect
crew.
a long time, and I love it.
I'm not used to seeing it on a Cerberus ship. Definitely not from people they put in command.
Yes.
But you focus
Yeah,
on
so-
more than the job. A threat this big, you can't just throw people at it blind. They need inspiration.
Yes. Oh, for sure. They need discipline.
As long as everyone is inspired to do their jobs the way I asked,
I'm gonna-
we'll get along
The
fine.
first time I played
That
Mass
works
Effect
to a
2,
point. Trouble is it's never
because
obvious
it's been a
until it's too
while. I
late.
didn't either.
Anyway,
I had
I
a
should get
different
back to
Xbox,
prep.
or I didn't have a
Nice
save
talking
of
to
my
you,
one because
Shepard.
it was a little weird.
Let's do it
So
again
I
sometime.
played, and I didn't have the comic book, the Genesis, and so I played it through, and then you ended up with Rex's brother. and it's just not. Yeah, it's not fun. It's saving Rex. Like, there's certain things you can do to make things better and whatever. Always save Rex. Like, there's two things. Never make Udina the leader, because screw that guy, and save Rex. Anything else, you're fine. You want to kill the Rachni? I don't know. I don't think killing off the Rachni really matters, because they're going to come back in 3. There's like a bunch of little different things, but yes. Yeah, I mean, there is. I mean, then final choices. Here's my concept or my idea, and it may not be right, and other people have also hypothesized as well, that if they're making a Mass Effect 4, which they say they are, well, they literally have said they are. They are. But I mean, they say some of the stuff can get stopped, whatever. And it's going to be it looks like it's going to be a continuation after Mass Effect 3. They're probably going to have to pick a canon ending. Most people figure Destroy is the canon ending, because just of what they've seen in the from like BioWare as the potential like the scenes, and yeah, and just the way it is. I think, and it's also the only one that makes sense. If you choose integration, I don't know how there's a game. If you choose well, there's also another way where you can choose just not to do anything, and then the Reapers destroy everything, or come back in 50,000 years, or whatever it is. Destroy has to be the end.
Thane
The problem,
would like to speak with you, Commander.
the problem is you also are going to need to have a good villain. It's always the thing moving forward in any game, that if you have a good villain, and Sovereign General was a great villain, or not Sovereign, Saren. Saren was a great villain, and then you add, or sorry, we're talking Thane. And then the Reapers, the Collectors are not great. I'm not really great. I don't really like fond of this, but in general, because it's the Reaper threat,
Shepard,
the baser villain, you don't have a single.
When we met on Ilium that I was dying. It's called Kestrel syndrome. It's not.
Yes, and then the Elusive Man's great. Sort of, you have two great villains. You have the Reaper threat and Elusive Man in 2.
Are you feeling sick? I could get the doctor.
No. Though I suppose that is a part of it. My mortality has me dwelling on things. I had a family once. I still have a son. His name is Kolyat. I haven't seen him for a very long time.
You never mentioned this before. Why now?
When my wife
I don't want to
departed
get
from her body,
dicks to Thane. Thane is very nice.
Attended to that issue.
Oh, first time I played Mass Effect 2,
aunts and uncles.
Grunt
Haven't
died
seen
in the
him or
final mission.
Talked to him since.
Pissed me off.
That's not the choice I expected. Why didn't you raise him yourself?
The only one who died.
My body is blessed with the skills to take life. The Hanar honed them in me.
But I
have
didn't.
a few others.
The,
I didn't want that life for Kolyat. I hoped he would find his
no
own way.
walkthroughs. I didn't have
Even
anything at the
Sophia.
time.
He would
No,
not
I did,
share the path
and he
of
still
sin.
died.
I used my contacts to trace Kolyat. He has become disconnected. He
It
does
can
what his
still
body
happen.
wills.
It depends on certain checks and minuses. People can still die.
What's wrong with him? Is he hurt?
Something happened that should not have. He knows
It's
what
like a
I've been,
dice
what I've
roll,
done.
I think, at a certain
I don't know his
point.
reasons, but he has gone to the Citadel. He's taken a job as a hitman. I would like
Legion.
your help to stop
But the
him.
problem here, I'll tell you the problem with Legion.
This is not a path he should
And
walk.
this happens in other games too. The problem with Legion is you get him so late in the game. If you try and get Legion too early, you get extremely bad endings. Because I could literally go now get Legion right now without doing loyalty missions or whatever. You go get Legion right now, and then I could use him in all these missions. But then everybody on my crew dies besides my members. Like I'm like, so, like yes. But I love Legion. I do, and I think that the problem with Legion isn't anything to do with Legion. It's just that you really can't use them very long.
I'll get us to the Citadel as soon as possible.
Thank you, Shepard.
And this is in other games too. I've played Persona 5, and there are certain characters like I forget the one girl that you get late in Persona 5. It's just like she's a great character,
Shepard,
but you get her so
is there
late
time
in
to visit
Persona
the
5
Citadel
that,
yet?
Not yet.
I shall return to my meditations.
yeah, that is just is what it is, and it's just like, I mean, certain, and this happens in say in lots of games where you get they get members or whatever that so late or for so seldom. They're great members.
Mess
but
Sergeant
people
Gardner
aren't
might
gonna
just
like
be
them
an evil genius.
because
Emphasis on the evil. The food's gotten better lately, though. I guess his reputation will take time to heal. I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship.
I mean, I think that when it comes down to picking the best Mass Effect characters, like favorites, most people are going to pick people who are early on. Some people might pick some 2s, but very few people are going to pick anybody from who just come up in 3, because you've got to know them all the way through. Where, I mean, and that's probably the biggest problem with Mass Effect Andromeda. If they had kept going, maybe we would have liked, because they had some characters could have been likable if you would have gotten more individual stories with them. But Garrus, yes, Garrus, Liara, Tali are all like going to be amongst people's like top picks. Nobody's going to pick Kaidan or Ashley, but I love Liara. I love Liara. Like I love Liara's progression. Liara in this one is sort of clumsy, in one is clumsy and like just sort of dealing with her. Dealing with thing. 2, she is more like she has other things she's dealing with, but moving forward. And in 3, she's very strong, and is like an actual like one of your best like teammates. That's why even Ashley and Kaidan, if you move them forward, obviously you get very little interaction with them. But from 1, Ashley is very sort of xenophobic. She's anti-alien, and by 3, she's matured and whatever. And there's growth in her. I love the growth in her. I mean, Tali's another character that has massive growth. Garrus doesn't grow, but he is interesting. And that's fine. I don't. Garrus doesn't need to grow. Garrus is just grow. Rex doesn't grow. Rex does grow, because Rex goes from I don't care about the Krogan to I infinitely care about them. So I shouldn't say that. Rex grows, but but it is. Let's go to help Zaid. Yes, no, Garrus is one of the best characters, if not one of the best characters in like all of games. So the new game, which is by Obsidian, Avowed. Avowed comes out, and Avowed's okay. I'm not a big fan of it. It's just not my thing. But one of the first side characters you talk to, you're like, what the hell? It's voiced by it's a little different, but but you can tell, and it's literally voiced by the same voice actor as Garrus. It's the first game that I remember. Like, he's obviously done a lot, but it is like the first game I've ever like where it just pops out. And I know, as I say, you just said you're a PC guy, so Avowed is not something you'll be. I think it is going to come out on, or sorry, a PlayStation guy, but Avowed will eventually. And it's not a horrible game, but like it's definitely worth playing if you like that kind of game. and people are saying it's better, but they say I played it, I thought it was okay, and I think I will go back to it. I just like I had other things I wanted to do.
Probe away.
And there's a lot of games out right now. We have sort of a plethora of games. We kind of went through a period with COVID and all that stuff where there really was not a lot of good games coming out. And now there's a lot. I'm playing this and I have a bunch of new games. I mean, I'm playing this because, as I say, I hadn't streamed in a while, and I want to come back and be very comfortable in what I'm playing and be able to just do this and not really, be chill.
Probe away.
I have Veilguard. That's on my list. I have games I want to play that I literally own or whatever. Are in my house because my daughter owns her. Monster Hunter Wilds. I think I've turned it on. I haven't even made a character because I just was getting ready. I still want to play that. I loved Monster Hunter World, so I should like that. I just time. Yeah, I think my problem with Wilds is how much time investment it feels like you're doing. But I think I will play Monster Hunter. Avowed, I've gotten maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6, 7 hours into it. Maybe not even that far. And I'm just kind of like, it's okay. I just don't know. A Veilguard, I have probably about 3 or 4 hours in. And I'm like, it's okay. It's good. But is it great? Is it worth doing that over other things? I think if I would have, some of these games had I got when I was younger, when I was like, I'm going to come and beat this game, I would have. But I mean, right now I'm like, I have other things to do. I got a family, dude. I'm gonna help Zaid a second, but I don't know. I think I like Veilguard more than I liked. Actually, I don't know. I've played more of Dragon Age. It's a third one, whatever the third one's called. Instigations or whatever the heck it's called. I know that's not what it's called, but I don't care. I have started that game 3 times, got at least 10 plus hours. I think the last time I got almost like 30 hours into that game. And it was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Do not care. Not care how this goes. It was just this. There are some characters I like. Inquisition, that's what it's called. Yes. I like Zaid. And that makes this mission ahead very, I like getting everybody's loyalty, and I don't know if I can get Zaid's loyalty and do nice things. So I'm just gonna be like, no, I'm gonna just get his loyalty.
Probe.
Oh yeah, no, you'd never. I mean, I've taken Morinth before. I've also screwed up that mission before, and I was like, restart. You can screw that mission. And Morinth. So the only reason to take Morinth, and she will continue to be she basically pretends to be Samara for the whole thing. I don't know why anyone would do that, but it's interesting just to have her kill you, I guess. But that's the only reason to do it. And so if you want to see stuff like that, everybody's done that. You don't need to play a 20, 30 hour playthrough to get to that. Just watch it on YouTube. It's like anything else. It's like, I want to see what the, X romance is like, but I don't actually want to do that. YouTube. I mean, obviously, if you're playing through the game multiple times, like I have, you can pick different romances. I think this is going to be a unique romance for me. 'Cause I had an idea, and I think my romance is going to be Ashley, which was Mass Effect 1, stay loyal to Ashley, so nobody on Mass Effect 2, and,
Probe launched.
Oh, here's a question. As a Shepard in Mass Effect 2, what's your go-to, I'm not doing Firewalker, heavy weapon? You know how you always get one heavy weapon, you gotta choose it. Once you get them, you start off with just the missile launcher, whatever, but once you kind of get a bunch, what did you use? I, personally, because I'm not a very good shot, and it just is what it is, I like the collector weapon. Oh, you like the yellow one? Okay, the cane? Yeah, I get that. That thing's powerful.
Launching probe.
Or is that the one, sorry, I gotta think, is that the one that shoots multiple missiles? We'll be there in a sec. Let me, like, scan one more minute, and then... Yes. Why does it... Sorry, I love how, like, you even try to be as, like, polite as possible with, like, by not spelling it out, and auto mod is literally like, yeah, you can't even use that. They're like, no, FKIN is banned. Well, I mean, I get it, but come on.
Probe away.
Yes, yeah, that is the one shot that annihilates everything. I know you did. I'm like, that's why I allowed it. I'm like, I don't even consider, like, you're literally, you're like, and I'm like, as I say, this is. I've sworn on this website before. It's not the end of the world. I try to be good, but I mean, then my wife swears in front of my daughter, and my daughter just absolutely drills her on it. Like, which is amazing. Oh, there's a tiny little dude in there. But yes, swearing happens in the. But I understand. I understand why, which would give you a chance to censor it. Not that.
Launching probe.
Which wants you to be kid-friendly, but also can't be a kid.
Launching probe.
Can't have a Twitch account. They'll ban you if you're under a certain age.
Probe launched.
13. Which I also understand. Come on.
Probe away.
You have to have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. Either adult-related or... Oh. Okay, we're finding Zaid. Oh my god, do I not... do I have to scan this? Do I have to scan it and I just did it? No, I can land. Good. Like, I was like, sometimes you know how you have to, like, scan to find where they are? No, we can land. Okay, I'm gonna look at the weapons. I'm gonna show you... I think it's the cane you're talking about. Destroy everything. Okay, so who are we gonna take with us? I love taking Garrus. But, I mean... I think Garrus Zaid is a... I don't think I've taken Samara with me. Let's bring her in. Okay, so squad weapons. So yeah, I like the collector particle beam because it is very focused and you can put a lot of damage into certain things. So yeah, the cane is, yeah, it's like a nuke. I liked the missile launcher because you can just go like pop, 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 and like hit it with like 5 things with 5 missiles like the game. I'm gonna keep the collected particle beam. I like it. Yeah, I just think I'm try and look at their weaponry better that way. It's not. I don't even have it. It's. I like the. The biggest problem I had. I was playing earlier, and the Locust is very good, but I normally play soldier, so I like having the rifles. And I don't even think I have the rifle I had. I think it's if you play soldier and you pick a rifle, there's a rifle you can pick up on in the collector thing that I don't even have. I like the Matic. The Matic is very nice. But I'm
look out for ambushes.
But there's another one that's like an automatic like rifle. Yeah. But this one's very nice. That's what I really like about Mass Effect 3 is that anybody can use
Squad Bravo, a shuttle
like anything, no matter what your
check it out.
But yeah, the Locust is very good. I just haven't done that mission yet. But I don't tend to use submachine guns. And then I was only using one. So my layout before was I didn't have the rifle, so I was mostly using I have the scimitar now. I was mostly using the Geth rifle.
Shot in the back and left to rot.
Well, see, that's sniping is only.
Push ahead.
Yes, but sniping is only good in certain hijacks. Certain levels in this. Like sniping. If you like sniping, then I mean, I love sniping in Andromeda. That's the only one of the best parts of Andromeda is sniping is like really, really overpowered because it's an open world. But I mean, sniping is better in 3. Sniping is actually very useful in 3 because you have so much bigger open things. But it is probably the best in Andromeda. But I mean, I think when I'm saying that, I'm trying to find a few good things about Andromeda. Sniping is very good right here on this board. This is a very good board for sniping. Or good setup. That's fine, whatever. You can bring up whatever. Ooh. Sorry, my nose is. I have bad allergies. I'm like doing this. My nose. Oh. Better than it has been. Ooh.
Hell yeah!
Get them off their feet.
What are we doing? No.
Reinforcements incoming. We got your backs.
All right.
This guy needs to go down. Got. Boom.
Firing concussive shot. Anyone else?
Didn't I get him? Oh, they did. So these dog things. Sorry, we'll get to it in a second.
This will occupy them.
There are a couple things in this game that I'm like. So from Veilguard review, I've seen people add that evil dialogue here. Well, first of all, I hate the concept of because it's like anything else, not actually a thing. Because nobody can define it. Is woke mean empathetic or what, like so like that? But I get it, people using that as means to push that they think it pushes a certain political, social, whatever. Fair enough. I don't think I've taken. Yes, I agree with that. If they screw up Mass Effect 5 or 4, as I'm going to call it, the next Mass Effect, BioWare is done. And I think they've already basically signaled that because they've cut their team. They're currently only working on one thing. Because you got to think, and I don't know how, like, because you say you just got this game in a couple years ago. So BioWare went from, they had Dragon Ages and they had a couple other things they had out too. So they went for Andromeda, and Andromeda came out, and they were like, okay, then there was going to be DLC for Andromeda, but they were going to let the public, the people, the players, the audience, the fans, kind of dictate what the DLCs were going to be. And then it came out, and Andromeda sold well, but got bad reviews because of some glitchiness, stuff that got fixed later on, but also stuff that just the story. It wasn't a very good game in many ways. But the glitch, the biggest stuff that got brought up in the media, all got patched out, like stuff with how they talked and whatever. It just, who cares? So then BioWare basically signaled that they were abandoning the game and the series because the DLCs they said they were going to come out, they canceled. They did not bring any out, which would have hopefully helped at least finish the game. Don't give us Andromeda 2 and 3. Just give us one DLC that kind of like at least gives us a story arc ending. Whatever, they didn't do that. Because they were going to push, they had this brand new thing that was going to be the next big thing, Anthem. And they did, and Anthem had a lot of hype. I had hype for Anthem. And Anthem sucked. I've never played it, but the reviews for Anthem make Andromeda look amazing. And then so they went from Anthem, it sucked, and then they did some, I don't even know what after. There's just a bunch of crap and garbage. And then eventually Legendary Edition come back out and kind of as a okay, well, people like Legendary Edition, people like Mass Effect, so now we're going to push the next Mass Effect out. And it's just like, and Veilguard was the other, was in the thing, and I think here's the question: is I haven't completed Veilguard, and I think apparently you haven't either. Is Veilguard the end of Dragon Age, or is Dragon Age one of the things where we're going to get a Dragon Age 1, 2, maybe Inquisition sort of Legendary Edition in 5 to 10 years, and they'll push past and go, yeah, Veilguard was a bad idea. Yeah, I mean, I think, but as I say, being evil, if you want to, you could do that in Knights of the Old Republic. You could go Dark Jedi. I don't know why. You could go Sith. I need to get rid of that. There shouldn't be. You should be allowed to do, I think you should be allowed, the part of BioWare games is being able to make choices. If you fail, and I'm not saying you should have infinite choices. That's not how video games work, because they literally do have to have the means to keep going forward. That's why I'm not overly worried about oh crap. Where? Okay. But yeah, I agree that in a BioWare game, you expect the ability to go to do evil in some way or another. I mean,
this is Commander Santiago.
There's certain series that you expect to be able to have good and evil run throughs. I mean, and maybe there's more, but for me, it's Fallout.
Sounds like he hasn't changed.
Sounds dangerous.
Sounds like he needs
Mass
to get
Effect,
shot.
KOTOR, and Fable.
I knew he was a sadistic bastard back when we started the Blue Suns. The Suns only got meaner after he staged his little coup.
Yeah, they shouldn't. I mean,
so yeah,
in the end,
we have a past.
Paragon and Renegade, you're going to get to the same place, but you're going to do it in different ways.
Why didn't anyone tell me you founded the Blue
And it's going to affect your relationships.
It's not common knowledge.
It's not going to affect the
Vito
ending,
wiped me out
but
of
it is
the
going to
records.
affect how you
He
get to
ran
the
the
end.
books. I led the men.
And that's fine.
Worked
That's how it
real
should
well
be.
for a while. Then Vito decided to start hiring Batarians. Cheaper labor, he said. Goddamn terrorists.
You founded the Blue Suns?
Why didn't anyone tell me you founded the Blue Suns?
Because it's not common knowledge. Vito wiped me out of the records. He ran the books, I led the men. Worked real well for a while.
Like, and as
Then
they say,
Vito
in Mass
decided to
Effect,
start hiring
Paragon and
Batarians.
Renegade are not good and
Cheaper
evil.
labor,
They're
he
just,
said.
like, it's
Goddamn
just more of an
terrorists,
attitude.
I said.
Why didn't
Like,
anyone
you know,
tell me you founded the Blue
Super
Suns?
nice guy versus, like,
Because it's not common knowledge.
bit of a jerk.
Vito wiped me out of the records.
Where in
He ran the
KOTOR,
books,
it's
I led the men.
dark side, light side.
Worked real
In,
well for a while. Then Vito decided to start hiring Batarians.
Fable,
Cheaper
it is
labor, he
good
said.
and evil.
Goddamn terrorists, I said.
Yeah. Well,
Why
here's
didn't
the
anyone tell me
problem.
you founded
The
the
only
Blue
problem
Suns?
I find with
Because
any
it's
of the
not
system.
common knowledge. Vito wiped me
And I'll
out
do
of the
it present.
records. He ran the books, I led the men. Worked real well for a while.
I'll wait till
Then
our
Vito
little talk here, and then
decided to
I'll
start hiring
tell you. And it's
Batarians.
not necessarily a
Cheaper
problem,
labor, he said.
but
Goddamn terrorists, I said.
let's go.
We'd better get moving.
Let's look at. I'm gonna look at my my characters, right? I'll show you what I think. The I mean, I guess it's not a problem. It's just a choice, but the choice can disallow you stuff.
We're here.
So
Bring it on, you son of a...
when I look at my squad, squad, not your. Look at my squad. All right, so me. There's my Paragon. There's my Renegade. I'm mostly Paragon, but I've just gained some Renegade because in some places you can't gain. You can only gain one, not the other. So I'm like, why not gain a little bit? So for certain interactions to occur, and some of these are like to have people remain loyal to you, you need like your Paragon or your Renegade to be at a certain level. Like for me, I want I have to do Miranda's loyalty mission. So once you do Miranda's and Jax's, and I've already done Jax's loyalty missions, you get a cutscene. Jax and Miranda having a battle. So your choices are go with Jax and side with Jax and lose Miranda's loyalty, even after you just gained it, which could mean later on in the game, in 3 or whatever, or even in 2, she could die, and it would, or you go with Miranda and the opposite happens. But if you have enough Paragon or enough Renegade, you can get them both. But if you don't want to play that, if you want to play like it loose and go, oh, I want to be Renegade with this guy because it makes sense to my character, and I want to be then you're going to lose that. I don't know if there is an answer, if there's like oh yeah, but you have enough of both. But I mean, it is what it is. But it kind of forces you to put most into Paragon or mostly Renegade. You can't be a character that's kind of a fence-sitting character, which I think a lot of us are, because you're making decisions. You don't want to be a jerk to Garrus, but maybe you want to be a jerk to like random idiots out in the world who are like, hey, I'm an evil person, but you can spare me. I'm like, no, I'm not going to spare you. And if you spare them, you get Paragon. Like stupid stuff like that. And it's like, no, I'm gonna be a badass to them, but be nice to my friends, which a lot of makes sense. But you kind of get punished for it in these. But it's just something So because at a certain point you literally have to. You're right. You have to go work up the Paragon or work up the Renegade. It's like Rex. I mean, imagine doing that in Mass Effect 1 and not having... I don't even know what the limit is. It's not too bad because if you don't get Rex's loyalty mission, you getting the armor in 1. No. Because it's very... Even when you drop down in a Mako on a planet, you're given a square of the planet that you can... It is... And it's definitely not... at most, it's slightly open or whatever. Open-ish, I guess you could call it. But definitely not open world. Because you can't just go everywhere. You are limited. Which is good. I like that. You don't need as open world as Andromeda is. Where you're like, I'm out here and doing like searching for random stuff that does not matter, fighting random like creatures that are the same on 8 freaking planets. I'm like, really?
Don't be stupid, Zaid. I have a whole company of bloodthirsty bastards behind me, ready to kill or be killed on my command. Actually, take your shot. Give my men a reason to put you down like the mad dog you are. Again. What was that? Gone nearsighted, old friend.
Burn, you son of a bitch.
The problem here is
you just signed your death warrant, Masani.
Yes. Yeah, Omega is very much. You're right. Well, actually, that's not the. Ilum is not the. You don't get the Asari homeworld here. That's just an Asari world. Ilum.
Opening the gate.
Where that was unnecessary.
Don't sacrifice lives for the sake of the mission. There's always a better way.
Like what?
But yes, I do like Ilum because it is. I do like those hub worlds where you only in one.
You're endangering lives and the mission for your own selfish revenge.
You really want to do this, Shepard?
I had to knock you the hell out. But thanks to you, we have a burning refinery to save.
Let these people burn. Vito dies, whatever the cost.
Oh my god. Oh,
This will occupy them.
Well, probably wasn't a good idea to bring Samara on. They did get a lot of Paragon. But yeah, I agree. The hubs are very nice. They're really good missions. Give you a lot of cool information. And just like random, and they say there are also places where you can randomly run into people from the previous game that you like interacted with. And just minor shit. I have saved these people before. It's useless.
Help! We're trapped! We can't get to the gas valves to shut them off! The whole place is gonna blow!
No time. Vito's probably halfway to the shuttle docks by now.
Just...
You're willing to watch these people die?
Damn right I am. We stop to help these people and Vito gets away. And if he gets away, I'm blaming you.
Forget loyalty, we saved them.
Let's get moving before Vito gets away.
Glad you see it my way.
I don't know if I could get his loyalty otherwise. Which means you basically just have to let people die. Which sucks. I've done both. And I'm sure whatever, but... I can leave that on Zaid.
One less to worry about.
Come on! I like having my people. We had a mission. I don't really know those other people. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yes. I don't play I haven't played the Dark Souls. I do like certain ones, like ones where you can have a relationship. You're like a single player. I mean, Fable can be there. Fable's an amazing game. Fable 1 and Fable 2.
This looks interesting. We've been spotted.
Oh yeah, I remember. As I say, it's been a couple years since I played this. I did like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I have not played any of the other. Like I never played the second one. I also liked the original Final Fantasy VII. I hadn't played that for. I was trying to go through my Final Fantasy story.
Behind these men and come fight.
But we'll do that in a second.
Firing an impact shot.
Oh, Rebirth is the second one? Oh, so I went whatever remaster, remake, whatever that one is. Yeah, I did the first one. I have not played the second one. I don't think, because the second one's only on, I don't have a PS5.
Killed one. Put them where we
I have a
need them.
PS4 and it just never, they just never bring it, I don't, they never bring it out on, they're going to never bring it out on Xbox. I don't know why. And, it is what it is. Some Final Fantasies come out on Xbox, sometimes they don't. So, the longest time I never played a Final Fantasy beyond 6. I had played 1, I think it's either 1, 5, and 6, or 1, 4, and 6, whatever they're called, the ones that were only on Nintendo. So I played the Nintendo one and the Super Nintendo one. And that's it. Because after Super Nintendo, it went to PlayStation, and I did not have a PlayStation. My first Yes, so, but I have played Final Fantasy VII, like, now that it's, like, you can get it on computer or whatever. My first experience with PlayStation was when PlayStation first came out, and PlayStation, when it first came out, was really janky. It was mostly fighting games, like Mortal Kombat, Tekken, that kind of thing. The load screens were forever, because you were going from a person who would just use Nintendo and had or Genesis and had cartridges and instant gratification with smaller games to these long load screens with PlayStation. And so I never had that gen. I had the last something that was around that I had an N64. So when I first went to something beyond that, I went with the original Xbox, because the original Xbox had a hard drive.
This might be useful.
Firestorm. Oh, okay, yeah. Whatever. And the PlayStation 2 didn't. I don't know if it ever did, but...
Taking cover!
Here they come. Ha ha!
So, I mean, that's just, and so then I just got on PlayStation, I got an Xbox, and that was sort of the one I went with. And when I met my wife, girlfriend at the time, now wife, she had Xbox 360, and I had stayed with 360. We ended up, as I said, we've gotten a PlayStation. I'm not against it. Yeah, but I like the Xbox control. I like the Xbox control for me better than the end. Better than the PlayStation. But I mean, that's my opinion. No worries. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting so much. I love it. It can be distracting, but I also love the distraction. I know why you do it. You're not willing to interact by stream. My opinion, but also.
Just through my shield!
I hate flamethrower, dude. Oh crap.
Need to put him down.
Oh.
Yeah. Can you do this? Crap, I'm going to get burned. Do it. fun. It's fun now. And it's not because hard battles is not because of like they're just gonna give you bullets to plunge enemies, but because they're giving you just interesting. Interesting scenarios. Alright, cool. Oh, we're still fighting? Oh crap, there's a big dude. I didn't realize. Oh my god, I got a weapon. And I'm getting burned. I'm getting shields. We do not have the right weapon. Down! He did not go down. Oh, please do not tell me it's the whole battle again. If it is, can I go back and switch his weapon out? Because the flamethrower is acid. I can. Awesome. Oh. But it is the whole battle. Those. I need fire bullets. Not do it. Do it.
I will hold them. One less to worry about.
Okay, we're gonna go slower though. I did not remember there being a mech.
This'll put him down.
Damn prayers, Masani.
This guy's got to go flying.
Firing concussive shot. That fuel tank's coming loose. Shoot it! Bring it down on top of him. That's it. Shoot it down.
I'll put them where we need them.
Oh wow, I've actually shot it off.
Get them off their feet.
We're coming.
Firing concussive shot.
I'm waiting on this one. I want. All right, we're good. We're in a better position. Where the heck is this goddamn?
Look right.
There he is. This. Crap, that was strong. How is that so strong? So it missiles, blows me back. Damn. Damn it. Yeah. Mechs are extremely overpowered in this game. To a good point. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but like, because you have to be super careful. But like, I mean, like, it's almost like being way too careful.
Bring this place down around you.
I can't do it. Get a pot shot that guy. I may have activated them early in a bad way.
Watch where you're shooting.
I'm shooting the guy, dude. Oh my god, I have the wrong weapon too. Yeah, I'm screwed. This is a reason. Yeah, I got the wrong weapon. I have fucking fire spark. I literally swapped it out, and they're like, no, you didn't. You did that last time. You need to. It resets to this. Yeah, I really do. Not what you want to do. You want to do this. This, dude. Oh my god.
Take that.
Got him. Let me down! I...
That fuel tank's coming loose. Shoot it! Bring it down on top of them.
Damn, weird, really. Alright, we got the mech out of the way. Whew. That was not the way you're supposed to do this. Shooting me! We are just like so messed. We're enemies everywhere. Okay, this is a really just messed up way to do this fight. Reading back a little. Oh my god. That was just the insanely bad way to do that mission. It's like the worst way. I don't think I've ever done it like that. That's whatever, you know. But hey, it actually worked that way. I have the wrong weapon. So the fire does work against mechs. So it's not the worst. Oh, $6,000, yeah. I don't even know if we're done. They may still. more doors. Oh. Let's go look in the last door. These might just be release doors. You know, hey, we're gonna put a whole bunch of idiots in. I do like the concept that, like, I think it's funny that there's like 5 or 6 guys just waiting in this room to pop out for no other reason but for in case, like, because you're here. I mean, maybe they came ahead. Okay, so that is the last. Yeah, they were, okay, so fair enough. I remember that now.
Please. You know it was nothing personal, just business, I swear. It was 20 years ago. Look at you. I did you a favor. Zaid,
Put a gun to
please.
his face.
I'm gonna die here, man. Do
Gun to
something.
the face.
Try, you son of a bitch.
Boom. It is a nasty ending. Basically just shows you like that Zaid is literally gonna going to be go all in. But it is what it is. I'm not saying that guy doesn't deserve it. Probably does. We also had a lot of people die on that planet. I don't know. See, I don't know if by saving them, you're probably at best getting like an email or a message saying, "Hey, thanks. Hey, you saved us there."
I bumped into Zaid recently. Quite the character. Given how much violence and destruction that man's seen, he's surprisingly well adjusted. Still, I wouldn't want to be alone with them. Anyway, what's up?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay, so what missions do we have left that are not? Oh, tally treason. They're all loyal. Citadel, Forge Junka, Sing Scout. Oh, I haven't done that. Alright, well, we'll just do some, like, that. Just gonna do some, like, cleanup. Which is what the whole point of today's. What do we do? We're gonna do some cleanup. That's what it is. Not doing firewalk. Any firewalk. I hate the firewalker. Well, I can tell you why I hate it. You're just bouncing around doing, or it's, I mean, basically firewalkers just bounce around and try and like some weird, and sometimes they're timed, I think, but basically they're just Junka. And then there's like a mission, and it's like, hey, you got to fight with this, what I call as I say, the glass cannon, because thing literally. The Mako at least was like could take a hit. Like it cannot against like any big weapons. Like there's that. Oh yeah, that's perhaps my least favorite. A battle in the game is a fight against downed random Geth ship. That alone not doing. So there's somebody in the. Oh, that doesn't matter. I want to get off this. We're not fighting it. We're literally just gonna. Whew. Today's stream will be much shorter. Well, it'll be actually probably be about a 3-hour stream. That's it.
Go to the clan leader. Not Grunt. You can go where you want. Someday we'll get off this rock and show those Quarians who's boss.
Clan Urdnot has increased in strength after the destruction of Clan Werlock. In addition, killing the Thresher Maw has produced several breeding requests for Grunt and one for Shepard.
Ah, child.
That is great. Somebody, female wants to breed with.
Give me a reason.
My scout made it back. We've got him at the tent. Doesn't remember much beyond getting tortured, but he remembers you. Said you yelled at him until he got his hump out of that basin back here. You've got a quad, human. Thanks for saving my scout. Saves me having to train another one.
Talk to you later.
Anything for that? Like,
step back.
It's $3.
Right there in his hunger. Don't touch anything.
Must be a.
Should you
Yeah.
be in here?
Yes. Be in here.
We can use this.
And we bought everything you have. Bye bye. Like another 10.
These things would last longer if they didn't hit any crater.
A human killed the Thresher Maw on foot.
Yeah, I mean, I've killed one.
Always want more shock absorption. Those babies. One wrong step, Shepard.
Hey, dude. I don't think we need. Alright, Dunkin' done. Not doing. Probably will do that. I also don't know if I'm gonna do Arrival. Arrival is another one that's just like sit.
One more win in the pits, and I'm retiring. Place your bet on the pits, human. We won't regret it. Barely survived the pod during my ride. Guess that human's got a quad. You don't have a place.
A human killed the Thresher Maw on foot.
Shepard, I hope you have more blood on your hands and more tales of conquest. What better for proud warriors to discuss?
I took down Saren, one of the top specters in Council space.
No small task. We have learned the strength of those who bear that title. You held it yourself, if I'm correct.
What were you called before you became shaman?
I gave up my name when I became the shaman. I am a conduit for the rage and bloodlust of my people. It would be wrong to retain my old identity. My life belongs to the clan.
I should go.
May your foes be strong enough to keep you sharp.
That's kind of cool. I'm stuck.
A human killed the Thresher.
Don't frown, Liam. You again. What can Clan Knockmore do for you?
I should go.
I'm sure you are needed elsewhere.
I need to get a drink. I need to. But we will go back to the Citadel, see if I can find somebody to give the fake ID to.
We're willing to consider new directions. That's what makes Clan Erdnot strong. Should I ask the female clan for right of marriage?
Let's see if this guy.
Why bother?
I hear you killed a Thresher Maw.
Get them both. Okay, we're done.
Welcome, Erdnot Grunt. My name is Ratch. You and your Krant will find many items of interest in my store.
The human is my battle master.
Of course. There's not much here for humans, but you can take a look if you want.
I should go.
Suit yourself.
I bought everything. Okay. I want to keep.
You don't want anything I sell, human. It'll tear you.
I want to keep my little buddy. I mean, I'm not saying he should go into battle with us. He, be able to hang out on our ship.
And the Solarians, too. Those little bastards have been so smart.
They're here.
What did I tell you, hon? Isn't it beautiful? Far away from all that high-tech noise.
I guess. Seems a bit dirty, though.
Oh, it builds character.
People from the, Alien? Back to the Normandy. Okay, I'm going to go for 1 second. I will be right back. It won't be long. Funny, different a day can make. Yesterday was like unseasonably. This is normal. Unfortunately, the allergies. Okay. Good. Drink. And I took some Claritin. Yes. I got a drink. I got a quick snack. And I'm going to continue playing. Citadel bound. Good help, Thane. I don't know if we're gonna do it. I think we're just gonna do cleanup. And then we'll do, after that, do, like, next time, Tsumi. Well, Thane. Tally. I go to Tally. Maybe we should go do Tally. That's Tally's one. Tally's is fun. I am gonna check up my. I do not want this. I do not like this. It is not the best. Firestorm. Not horrible, but I mean, I don't know how the arc vector works. I've tried using it before. It didn't. Missile launchers, the cane, I understand. Grenade launcher. I'm just used to it.
CSEC appears to be investigating the death of Sidonis, Shepard. They currently have no leads. Also, according to CSEC, a Drell recently passed through customs. The CSEC office may have more information.
Where are they? I'm just trying to see if they're on. I'm not talking about.
Sorry for the inconvenience, sir.
Just looking around, just I know there's literal people who.
I'm Commander
Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the city.
What can I do for you?
Just looking around.
All right. I'm here if you change your mind.
I like the Ember Visor. What is it?
I wish they still made role-playing games like they used to. These days, it's all big choices and visceral combat. I miss those old games where you had to remember to drink water, and it took 5 hours.
I don't think it's in here. I'm gonna have it. But we can shepherd it. Spin around and see the shepherd. Might be one other area. Probably be.
The prison ship Purgatory has been destroyed following an apparent riot. Security ships are en route to the area to retrieve prisoners and guards from life pods.
Some people did survive. I'm like just thinking different things. Somewhere, and I'm not thinking of even in this game, like sorry, like hanging out on a couch and there, but there's also another one where there's like people at the front of it, and I don't remember which one this is. It may just be they haven't appeared yet, or they've already appeared and they're gone.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
No, this is all. A map of all 3 levels jammed together. That is. It is pretty bad. Anyway, not overly worried. Tally time, I think. I think I have enough points for tally. And make sure, like, she doesn't have to, like, pray her dad. Or I'll get enough.
You'll have to wait for the next shuttle.
You made me miss the last one.
You needed to go through security.
Why are you treating me like a criminal?
Because you tried to bring a 15-centimeter serrated blade on a public shuttle.
You humans are all racist.
Biomedical firm Certa Foundation is reporting a medical breakthrough against a new strain of interspecies influenza.
What? And just kind of continue on. Not. I might do that. Probably very unlikely. I don't think it affects much. I don't care enough. Oh. They're just in an empty. Interesting. Garrus is the ultimate. Bring the ultimate. I think he's still taking. One I like the most.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
So it's funny, in like Mass Effect 1, every time you left the ship, there was there's a sterilization purpose. What was like literally, like, it's obviously part of it. It's a loading screen, great loading.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
Telly helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
Yes.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
What do we know?
Let's deal with that later, Tali. What's our next step, Captain?
Technically, I'm under orders to place Talizora under arrest pending the hearing.
Okay.
So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Okay. Let's do this.
You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's waiting for you up at...
I can't believe they're charging Talizora with...
If Talizora can't even get a Quarian captain to stand for her, she's as good as convicted.
Get out around. So yeah, we don't have a choice.
Talizora Vas Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepard Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
I take it being associated with the human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Talizora Vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine Father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
Go in.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side?
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
Oh, I'm honored, I guess.
I'll do everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
I think it's a terrible idea.
Our
It probably
legal
is a
rules are
better,
simple.
like, more
There are
Paragon
no
thing to
legal
say.
tricks or
Because I have
political
no
loopholes for you
idea
to worry
about their law. But
Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come.
Allergies.
I promised that I would not delay.
allergies. Okay, let's go talk to people. Or maybe, no, we have to go right in it. We've already started! Stupid. No, it's... Then we talk to people. Get a fight.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Keep us alive. The accused Tali Azora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard Vas Normandy, your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vas Nima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that our captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
Jensen.
Tali would never endanger the migrant fleet. She pleads not guilty.
I left parts and technology for teams to pick up. My father ordered me to do so. But I would never send active guests to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
I'm being like
we
super
have
goody
to take
goody.
back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm not gonna die.
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Okay.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Let's go.
Right.
We're gonna talk.
The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the Conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Loyalty to the fleet is about more.
Shepard? How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the Admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Okay, so she seems...
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
It sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Han Gerrel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shala Ran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
You support experiments on living creatures?
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Gee, I think it's all allergies. It's kind of... but whatever. Now, Cal Rieger.
Cal Rieger.
Shepard, Talizora. Good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Talizora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Nice. Okay.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty Board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
What the dark energy?
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy.
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom?
Yes.
Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation?
Yes, yes.
The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Here's a...
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Fair enough.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
That's true.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
I hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
How's your health?
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally
yeah,
from
you don't
orbit.
find too many. You don't.
We do have
definitely don't find any
stockpiles of
Quarian,
antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a
mercenaries or
single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops tally. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear
I like
the
how they have the
shock in your
straps that
voice,
basically
Tali.
like help keep their.
Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
A little too far.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found.
Yeah.
I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship.
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
How long have you known Tally's family?
Since before Riel was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tally was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tally from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
Okay.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
I'm not hearing much about Rael's involvement in Tally's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Riel was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family.
Okay.
He wanted to give Tally and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the Admirals?
Tally, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful.
Okay.
Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
Okay.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the Admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the Geth's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tally, but others are.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grew tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our
Doing it
world
for
back.
200 some years.
We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Even during the...
I don't remember the Alarai stuff. This stuff.
I'm glad Admiral Ron got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tally's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rael inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Can you tell me about the other Admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tally?
The one you didn't recognize, Tally, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rael's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
You and Tally's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid.
Fair enough.
We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead.
Ow.
Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
It sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do this mission.
Tali's
See,
father
this will be the
wasn't just
first
running
thing.
weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday.
I want to go
but
eat something.
Are we that
Get
close?
ready to pick up my child.
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes.
Really?
We just need to give people hope for victory.
It's a risky
I hope the
proposition.
Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy, and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do
That
it.
is true. I
Thanks for
kind
the
of agree with
information.
that. Like you're.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
You have the biggest fleet, but all your like Earth going around, but everybody being on in the battleship.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkoris Vas Quib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
You have a ship named Quib Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures.
Okay.
And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib Quib, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Saren are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created, the people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings.
Yeah,
the
it's
other
kind of
admirals are
everything's
pushing
in it.
for war. Rail Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out.
That is
they
true.
are
I
our
do-
children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups.
Fair enough.
That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Talizora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
We should move on.
Yeah,
Goodbye,
Tali is
Talizora.
very anti-Geth.
Be well.
Probably
I'm
good for you.
surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Alright, so next time... Yeah, it's gonna be a next.
The human can work a crowd, I'll admit that much.
If anyone can retake the Alarai, Talizora can.
Ugly kind of room they got. Next time, take it back the Alarai. What is mine? Gained any? I have gained a little. I do not know if I'm good. I think I have enough to tally loyalty. I don't remember tally loyalty being. That said, I'm out of here. Thanks for being here, guys. It's been fun, yeah, and I'm glad everybody's able to get a bunch of people here. Actually, I'm gonna see. Fire up. Anybody like to? For sure. But yes, have a great day, guys. See you back. Where are we at? Good 2? Yeah, we can do a quick. Oh, there's other. Oh, that's kind of cool. This is new. This is. I do like this. Okay, cool. Ow. Well, one viewer. Going for the raid. Don't come, you don't come. Oh, let's go see him. Ah. Bye, guys. Good day.